Hi everyone, so a while ago I was watching a video online, an online homily, and it was by a priest that didn't speak English as his native language. But I was quite interested in the topic, so I decided to just listen and hear what he had to say. I was on the way to work and I was listening to it as a podcast on YouTube. I was listening and I realized that, hey, actually this foreign priest doesn't really speak English that well. His native language is not English, and it didn't really sound that nice to my ears. I couldn't understand his accent, I couldn't catch on to the words. It took me a bit of effort to understand what he was saying, and I was thinking to myself, maybe I should stop watching this because it's not very helpful. Maybe this priest isn't that good in preaching in English. And right about then, he talked about his journey preaching in English. He used to preach his own native language, but after a while, he realized that, hey, the people of his center also want to hear in English, and not all the people spoke in his native language, and they needed a priest who could speak in their native language. There used to be translation over there, but it was difficult to get a translation across to speak and then to pause, to speak and then to pause. One day he saw his fellow priest that always spoke in his native language suddenly said, "We will not have translation anymore for my speeches." And when his fellow priest went up to preach, there were many errors. Some of the words didn't exactly make sense and they were not so coherent, but he preached with courage, with boldness, and he said what he needed to say during that sermon. And after that, the father that I was watching came up to this priest and asked him, "Father, why do you preach in English when you are most comfortable in your native language? There's a translator, you can use it, and everything will be okay and you won't make a fool out of yourself." But the father said, "It's about time we stop speaking in our native language and reach out to those in English. It is time that I do a bit more for the Lord. And it's okay if I make a fool about myself. It's okay if I don't sound great. It's okay if I'm a clown, but I want to speak with conviction of the Lord where He calls me to. I want to be a donkey for the Lord," said this father. This priest that I was watching also chose to be a donkey for the Lord. To sound bad in a sense, to sound like he doesn't really know what he's speaking in English, but to speak with that conviction still, to preach with that conviction still, knowing that God will carry His message across. God will speak to the people and grow his talent and skill in English. And that was just amazing. Wow, to be a donkey for the Lord. That's what it means, right? And I really respected him. My respect for him really grew. This priest that I was listening to. And that also reminded me of my attitude when I was watching his video. What this really taught me was that in our moments where we are challenged to be a donkey for the Lord, to do something we're not comfortable with, or to do something that might make a fool of ourselves for the Lord, when we humble ourselves, the Lord will exalt us. Think of Zechariah and Elizabeth. They don't have a child, they humbled themselves and surrendered to the Lord. And the Lord exalted their humble offering of their lives, giving them the birth of John the Baptist. When you surrender totally to the Lord, or from what I've learned, the Lord will use you. Just like the priest who I thought, maybe I don't think he's that good at preaching, I will watch something else, turned into a great and deep and profound respect for him. I'm not saying that we love embarrassment, right? But, when a chance happens for you to stand up for the Lord, to do a bit more for the Lord, to be His donkey, He will exalt you. Have a good week, friends.